You kids. Hold on, it's coming. Oh no, that's Led Zeppelin.
I like Led Zeppelin. That's okay.
All right, well, right about now, you know it's the Kidders, and I'll get that theme music back real fast. My name's Dale. I'm here with the other two Kidders. First of all, the heart and soul of our organization, coming to us from Chicago, the head nun on the run. Please say hi to Vicky Quaddy.
Hey, how are you, everybody? How are you? Happy that Lollapalooza is over, so everyone can come back to the city.
There you go. And yes, that's. I'm sorry, I was playing with my buttons. Anyhow, coming to us from the Vicky is our heart and soul. Coming to us from the Great North Woods, somewhere up in Wisconsin, the backbone of this organization, Tim Slagle.
And there he is.
You'll see him periodically throughout this broadcast whenever the voice catches up to his face. But he's I believe if you look at his picture real close, he's cow hunting. So that may disturb him a little bit. You hear us at all, Tim? Anything? Okay, you kids watching at home, you just look at that little pictures on the bottom and pretend that you're hearing him say something. Because we've got some big stories to talk over in the news. And the first one, which Tim found, so it's a shame he's frozen up there. But the first one is this woman, a grandmother, 68 years old, lives in a Florida retirement community, and she was caught having sex with a man much younger than her in the gazebo, the little stage thing, the place where Andy and Barney and Floyd used to have their concerts in the gazebo there, and they were doing it anyhow. Her and the guy just got each sentenced to 6 months in jail for disorderly conduct. And I was just wondering what you thought about that.
Well, I might as well go first, and we'll wait for Tim to come along.
You bet.
I feel sorry for this woman because I'm pretty certain she was watching, Wheel of Fortune or something, and her cable went out. And she probably called and reported that her cable was out, and the guy said, "Well, I'll be right over there to stick it in." So I think it's just a big misunderstanding.
And the thing is that the woman's married to her husband for 50 years. They live in this retirement community, and they got like kids and 14 grandchildren. And it's just, apparently she's in the running for Cougar of the Month because, that's a pretty big honor to have when you're 68 years old. Anyhow, for you older kids watching this, please don't have sex in public because you could wind up going to jail. Speaking of older people, our next story comes to us right here from Chicago, where in broad daylight, two elderly men armed with a gun went into a clinic and robbed it of hundreds of dollars worth of Viagra.
Right. It said in the news that nobody saw them going in. They were not recognized at all, but they were easy to spot on the way out.
Police are currently looking for a couple of hardened criminals. Anyhow, yeah, they also took Xanax and Norco, and they were in a party mood. So if you see a couple of old guys walking around the Austin community with boners for more than 4 hours, you may want to notify your authorities. From here, and Tim is lost to us, I think. Even his picture has gone away. Hopefully he didn't get eaten by bears, because we may have him call in later and just give us his idea on these things. Anyhow, from here to India, the great country of India, they're employing young boys or young men to dress up as monkeys, as langur monkeys, to scare away the macaw or macaque monkeys that are currently menacing the official government buildings. Apparently, they're running all over. They are eating the food. They're chewing through the internet and the telephone cables. And let me just say, if you've watched Planet of the Apes, that's how they start, killing the media. What do you think, Vicky?
Well, I think, it's a shame that the kind of jobs that we sent over there are all of our tech jobs, and the only thing they come up with to send over to us is this guy in a monkey suit. But wait, I have Tim on my cell phone. Look at that.
Look at that. There he is. You kids at home can look at his name.
Tim, do you have a comment about that?
What's interesting is that a group of baboons is called the Congress. got the man in the ape suit here, Congress would be in recess.
Did you hear that, Dale?
Yes, I did. What if, what would be, how would we scare off the congressman then? Because they got predators to scare off the other monkeys. So what would we do? Send in,
Send in the Democrats.
Okay, whoops. This is so tight this week. I can't believe it. I'm really happy. Anyhow, so if you're looking for a gig, you happen to be over in India, you too can be a monkey man. You dress up in a monkey suit, and then afterwards you get a job at the fair or something. I don't know. What we heard Tim for a minute. What was that?
I didn't say anything.
All right.
Oh, that's a shame. We were counting on you. All right. Here's our last official story of the week. A woman over in Michigan is suing the zoo. Actually, it's the Sunrise Side Nature Trail and Exotic Park, which to me sounds like a nudist camp. I'm just saying. But it's a zoo, and she went inside a restricted area to pet the lions. And then the lion bit off her finger because he didn't want to be petted. Now she's suing the zoo because she got her finger bit off because she was in a place she shouldn't have been petting lions. Vicki?
Yeah, well, next week she's going to stick her foot in the tiger cages, and the week after that her head in the bears. So
I think this is the same woman that sued McDonald's after she burned herself with hot coffee, and sued the Jimmy Dean Company after she burned herself frying sausages naked. You gotta take some self-responsibility, lady. Don't pet the lions. They're carnivores. You might want to look that up. All right. Any word from Tim?
To make light of this, this is a serious story. That was a very important finger she got bit off. Now she'll no longer be able to drive in Chicago.
That's very well. We have you on the phone, Tim. Anything about the old lady who got busted for having sex, or the old man who stole the Viagra?
Yeah. Well, did you read the article about that woman?
I did.
That her shirt was pulled down so low that it exposed her breast and vagina. That's pretty low. That was lower vagina.
That's in a 68-year-old woman. That's down around her ankles. Yeah.
bad. I should hang up.
And I guess those guys that sold the Viagra are probably going to be doing some hard time.
Yeah.
There you go. We were waiting for that. All right, one final question, kids, and that is, we've had some bad things happen this week. Facebook went down for almost a half an hour. And this week we've admitted 2 patients with Ebola into the United States. If I'm not mistaken, these are 2 signs of the apocalypse. What do you think is the next sign? Vicki?
I think a Starbucks is going to close somewhere in America.
Tim, what do you think? Well, I would guess it would be the Cubs winning the World Series, so we've got plenty of time.
And I think that the next sign of the apocalypse could be summed up in 2 words: President Biden. So we got that. All right, Tim, what are you doing up there in Wisconsin, where we can't even see you?
I'm sitting in a boat drinking beer.
There you go, and that's what Wisconsin is all about. Vicki, of course, will be running the late night catechism and Bible bingo at the Royal George Theater. Did I get that right? Every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday?
That's it. Every weekend, 312-988-9000.
And next Monday on the Kidders, I'm going to be coming to you guys from the center of all evil. I believe it's about the 4th level of Dante's Inferno. I'll be in Washington, D.C., so that'll be fun. That being said, just talk amongst yourselves while I try and find the stupid closing music, but I'll find it in a minute. Go ahead.
Well, was I mistaken? Was there Spanish written on the bottom of our Kidders?
Yes, it's right here. Los Kidders, and then I believe that, I'm not sure what that means. I believe it means cheese available on request.
So that's for our south of the border fans. Excellent.
This I thought we'd go with a brand new, different, go to different demographic and see. Actually, this means laughter is our business. So there you go. Next week, if you kids are from a different ethnic thing, Chinese or whatever, send me in what it says in your country, and we'll put that up there too. I can't find the music. We're lovely. Next week, we'll try and all be on the camera at the same time. Tim, God bless you for calling in. You're probably running a generator just to power this cell phone up there. And we'll see you all next week.
All right. Bye-bye, everybody.
They're looking bye from Tim and Vicky on the same thing. Bye-bye.